Hey Internet, welcome back to Saturday. In this video, we want to just sort of talk about a couple things. The first is, ready? I have now participated in my first ever coding challenge, at least an in-person coding challenge. For full disclosure, it was in a safe setting, meaning as part of the coding school that I'm participating in, there is a mid-batch party, meaning we get halfway done, they have a little party. Part of the mid-batch party, what part of the mid-batch party? That's pretty fun to say. Part of the mid-batch party, part of the mid-batch party. That would be difficult to say potentially 10 times in a row. In any case, one of the sort of the events or the elements of the party, other than just dancing and eating and maybe a couple of libations, was the opportunity to participate in a coding challenge. The coding challenge was structured in the following way. So anyone who was interested would sign up a little bit beforehand. Then we all brought our computers to the sort of the classroom space. And we had several rounds where we would be given a problem. I believe the service we were using was, I think it was Code Wars. But if you don't know Code Wars, check it out. Alternatively, there's things like HackerRank and other sort of websites or services that allow you to do sort of a series of coding problems, and you can pick the difficulty or the complexity, and it's pretty fun. In any case, it was I think for me it was a really, really interesting experience. First of all, just the idea of coding in a competitive, although perhaps friendly, competitive way was interesting. The idea of sort of it being a competition and being reviewed or looked on by a lot of my classmates, those whom were not participating, was interesting. And just the idea that I was going up against some machines, some coding machines, was interesting. But I think for me it was the idea that I sort of naturally didn't want to do it, and sometimes when there's a behavior that you think would be good for you, but you're afraid to do it, that's what I think is most important to do it. So anyway, I signed up for this coding challenge. I got through the first round, it was fine. The second round, is this interesting experience. I've talked about it a little bit in some of these videos and as part of the project, but sometimes I get stuck on the fact that there is an elegant or beautiful or proper way to do something. And for me, essentially, I think the problem was check sum all of the positive numbers in an array. So an array is a list essentially, and a list can contain letters, words, numbers, or symbols. In this case, the everything in the array or the list was numeric, so that was good. But there's positive and negative numbers. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to use this function that I know very well in JavaScript. It's called the reduce function. I think I've already talked about this actually, perhaps, in another video. In which case, if you've seen that other video and you know what I'm about to say, you should just stop watching and maybe make a comment in the comment section. But in any case, I wanted to use this more elegant higher order function that I knew how to use in JavaScript, but the coding challenge was in Ruby, and so I latched on to the idea that there's this higher order function, and I just couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of the fact that there's higher order function, and to make a long story short, I failed. I was eliminated in that round. I think half of us were eliminated, and I was one of the last people to solve the problem, just because I wanted to do it in a smart way or an elegant way or a single line solution. So that was a good lesson. And in any case, I think this just goes back to the fact that when you're in the environment of LTC learning to code, sometimes your ego will get involved, and sometimes it's notably better to do something that works rather than something that's elegant but doesn't work. This is related to the next video that we'll make in a few minutes, and that's the idea of muscles and how I think learning to code is sort of working out, and there's some interesting comparisons with LTC and exercise. So if you're interested for that, go ahead and check out the next video. Otherwise, feel free to leave comments, suggestions, subscribe for those of you that want to support the channel. And the summary of this video is essentially that I participated in my first coding challenge. I would encourage all of you to participate in the coding challenge. I think it was a cool experience. I want to do more, but haven't yet. So, in any case, if there's a elegant way to do something or a quick way to do something, if you know both, maybe do the elegant way if it's temporally efficient. If there's an elegant way to do something and a simple way to do something, and you used to know the elegant way to do something, but you don't remember it, potentially go for the simple solution. All right, cool. Thanks for watching. I will catch you later. Alligator. See you in a while. Crocodile. As we say, have a good day. Something like that. Okay, bye.